Look at some of the knives that we're moving over on 24/7 Gun Show, and next up is this Victorinox rescue tool. So this is one of the first items that was sent to us from a manufacturer to do reviews on our tiny YouTube channels back in the day. And I've used it, sent it around to people on some projects. We did one back in 2010 or 11. We sent a bunch of stuff that people had sent us to review, some gear around, and a bunch of different YouTubers had a chance to do reviews on this one, and I've given it to friends of mine involved in the projects and stuff, and they've done reviews on it. We've pretty much all carried it. All the Gun Websites team has carried it at some one point or another to do reviews on it, and it's held up well. There was at one point we tried to do some abuse testing on it, so it's got some scrapes and stuff, but it held up so well that we quit it. There was no need to keep abusing it for no reason. It's just got a few little dinks and stuff from that session. Anyway, it's a nice little knife. Let's start off with some of the features. It's a good size. It's not your typical Victorinox knife in the fact that it's got an actual useful blade on it. That blade locks, and it's got the hole so you can open it with a gloved hand or something. It's got the liner lock here to release it, so it does take two hands. If we take another look at that blade, it is easy to open with one hand. It's mostly serrated, and at this point needs sharpening bad. So this would be a great knife to use to test a sharpener, because it's pretty dull. It's actually very dull right now. As far as the rest of the overall shape and size of the knife, it's in good ergonomic shape for using any of the tools, but it's not that standard oval of a Victorinox. The grips are glowy, so they're not super strong. But if I held it up to a light source here, you might be able to see that they'll glow, not overnight or anything, but if you drop this into the shadows, it makes it a lot easier to find it. It's got the holes for it. Right now it has a toothpick and tweezers in there. That's what it comes with, but you could use any of the aftermarket things or a pen or something. On the one side we've got an awl and the Phillips, and the other side, to finish out the tools, it has a weird shaped type of serrated thing here with a kind of a safety tip. So I'm guessing maybe for cutting pants or getting through something without having to worry about a tip. Opposite of that is more of a saw. Actually a pretty wicked, aggressive saw here, more than a hacksaw, like a wood scroll saw or something. And neither one of those lock into place. But again, the blade does lock into place, and then we've got the screwdriver can opener or whatever, bottle opener thing on this side. That also has a liner lock on it. So did I miss anything here? I don't think so. You can exchange some of the tools, I think, if I remember right. You can do some kind of a gizmo and one of the tools comes out, but I don't do that. And then there's also, oh no, we took that thing out. There was some sort of a thing on the end here that was a nuisance. It was like a metal thing that looked kind of like a C shape, and it would supposedly allow you to break windows with this, but it was in the way of everybody all the time, so we just took it off. I don't even know where it is. So this is the Victorinox rescue tool. It's got a long lineage of being used in YouTube videos and stuff, and if you're interested in grabbing this one, it's on the 24/7 Gun Show, and we'll take a look at some of these other knives in the series. Thanks for watching.